till about 6 feet, then it starts slowing down. They add some weight, they get a little larger. They can live. You can't touch them. I'm sorry. It's not my rule. Sorry about that. I mean, they're friendly from a distance. They live like 50, 60 years. The biggest alligator on record is over 6 meters, 19 feet 2 inches. So that line right there to the edge of the wood measures 19 feet 2 inches. They caught him in Louisiana. They also caught him in 1890. So who knows how they measured things back then. Modern day records are 15 feet. So 15 feet over 1,000 pounds is pretty big. Notice baby animals have extra camouflage. This baby has stripes, the big ones don't. As they get bigger, their back turns dark, but their bellies stay light. So they'll blend into dark water, but they also blend into the bright sky. Anytime you look at a shark, dolphin, or a bird, you're going to see a pattern like that. The alligator is the top of the food chain. They're here to balance nature. There's maybe 2 million now in Florida. The thing is, most that hatch get eaten at some point. You have 30 eggs hatch, you'd be lucky if one of those lives 50 or 60 years. Things will become dinner. Some get big enough to reproduce, but to survive your whole life out here is not easy. When they're small, lots of animals eat them. When they get to 4 feet, they're in better shape, except they got to worry about them now. Bigger alligators will eat smaller alligators. Pythons are in the Everglades now too. This is an invasive snake that's been here over 30 years. The biggest one they caught was 19 feet last summer. 60 eggs in her belly. It's a big problem. They eat birds, they eat mammals, they eat alligators, and they're not supposed to be here. It's really changed the complexion of the Everglades. They're paying people to remove them. If you get a license, you can hunt alligators for money. It's a great job, huh? Yeah, that doesn't mean hang out the window with your rifle hunting snakes, you know. You got to catch them, which is not for everybody. But $50 for the snake, $25 per foot over 4 feet. $300 for a 10-foot snake. That's good money, you know. You can make purses, belts, and wallets too. We catch them out here all the time. There's a big one under the bleachers. We're going to get her after work. Don't worry, sir. She can't get you. I don't think you were worried, were you? River otters, bobcats, panthers all eat alligators, but the great blue heron eats all the alligators. Did you see that big blue bird out there? Great blue heron. This is the #1 alligator eater. If they find hatchlings, they can eat about 10 of them. They can actually eat them 2 years old. Snakes, freshwater eels, fish, turtles. Alligators hunt birds, but really it's birds hunting alligators. Circle of life. If you look on top of the head, the nose, eyes, and ears. Big, smell a dead animal a mile. They can hear a fish jump in the water 100 yards away. You jump in the water with a big alligator, they can feel your heart beating. They blink like we do, but they also have goggles. See it? Looks like a windshield wiper. Nictitating membrane. Goggles protect their eyes, plus they can see through it. If they got bit in the head, the eyes would sink right inside the skull. It's built to last. Small brain, big mouth, bad combination. Yeah, it's a very smart animal. It's also a very simple animal. Top of the food chain is here to balance nature. They eat, sleep, and make babies. That's it. It's a genius, really. The teeth are small. There's 80 of them. The tongue is attached. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, take a photo.
It's attached to the bottom so they don't bite it off. If they had like a dog tongue, it would fly out of their mouth, they'd snap it right off. The mouth is like a mouse trap, so if you touch the inside, they'll snap it shut. Let me see your finger. Yeah, you offer that, but it'll be not so funny. When they hatch, it doesn't hurt when they bite you at all. When they get to like 1 year old, it starts to hurt a little bit. 2-year-old's not funny anymore. 2-year-old will hurt. This is like 1,000 pounds per square inch there. So alligators are all over the place. You know, basically alligators and crocodiles are both native. We're the only place on the planet both are native. Crocodiles being tropical, we're not quite tropical, but we do have that river that runs into salt water. Florida Bay, perfect for the American crocodile, saltwater crocodile. Saltwater crocodile, like every crocodile, drinks fresh water. Saltwater crocodiles are usually found right where the rivers run into salt water along the coast. So Florida, from Key Biscayne to Naples, highest population. We have 2,000 crocodiles here, and that's it. 2 million alligator, 2,000 crocodile. Crocodiles are limited because they like to live on the quiet beaches that we have here in Florida. The quiet ones. You guys been to the quiet beaches yet? Good luck finding that. If you look at the differences, look at the noses. That's a crocodile skull on the table. His nose is pointy, the alligator's nose is round. Alligator's teeth are small, crocodile's teeth are large. If you notice there's an overbite with the alligator with his mouth closed, it's the top teeth you see. Crocodile closes his mouth and you can see all of the teeth. Alligator looks cute, happy. Crocodile looks scary. And what you see is what you get. Alligators are dangerous. Crocodiles are much more dangerous. Crocs are bigger, stronger, and smarter. They're 100 million years older. Crocodiles can expel salt out of pores in their mouth. Alligators are salt sensitive. If you go to Flamingo, the southern tip of the Everglades, they're both there. They overlap environments, right? Alligators and crocodiles are both in the same environment, but they're not going to get like a crocodigator. That doesn't happen. The alligators go to saltwater to hunt. They can last 2 days in saltwater. Crocodiles can spend as much time in saltwater as they need to. Saltwater crocodile is size appropriate. Big and dangerous, tropic to tropic. What lives here lives in Peru. Coast of Cuba, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Venezuela, Colombia, Costa Rica. Costa Rica, they're big, 18 feet. If you go into Africa, you have Nile crocodiles. Niles grow 20 feet long. 20-foot crocodile weighs 2,000 pounds. Charlie, the big one, probably 300 pounds. Northern Australia, they're 20 feet long. Southeast Asia, they're a little bit bigger. 20 feet, sits here, 2,000 pounds like this. Eats water buffalo, wildebeest, zebra, sharks, big salty animals. Most animals don't like the taste of humans. Big crocs are different. Watch where you swim. Crocodiles are hunting sharks. Crocodiles are feeding on whale carcasses. Yeah, if you type in your phone crocodile versus shark, you can watch all this. Everybody's got drugs now. I'm never going in the ocean again. Alligators are dangerous. They just don't eat us, thankfully. They're not after us. Charlie Jr., Kathy, and Julie here. These guys right here are intertwined with humans. That's what makes them so dangerous. That way. That way. That way. They don't eat people, but they do associate people with food. If you live in Florida, you have a lake in your backyard, this is in your neighborhood. And if you start seeing them every day, it's no big deal. You have a barbecue, they smell it. They pull up, you know, hey, it's Julie. People giving them food. We love to feed animals. When you feed a wild animal, it's going to be to their detriment. They're going to be the ones that pay for it. If you give this food, you're making it lazy. It's going to get close to humans. Wild animals getting close to humans is never good. If you're trying to help an animal, save the environment. You got to take care of the environment first and foremost. We have more endangered species here than anybody in the continental U.S. Habitat destruction, but 2 million alligators, go figure. That's because they're using us. People are feeding them, they're using your swimming pool, they're living in our backyards. If you give it food, it will go back and see you. If you give it food again, it will live in your backyard. When it gets hungry, it's looking for you. Right? Looking for you is one thing. Looking for you is a different story. You know, if you don't want them coming near our kids, that's where they pay for it now. This alligator will be removed from the lake and unfortunately not relocated. There's nowhere to relocate alligators in Florida. So once they remove it, it is over for them. Thousands are destroyed every year. And remember, don't feed wild animals. That doesn't help. And then you got an iPhone there? Yep. Can I go borrow it? You don't live in Miami, do you? No. Where are you from?